Hello everybody, welcome back to another video here with CIW Gaming. And pretty much today, we're not doing any series, we're just gonna look at overall our progress in 2019. So I remember when we started my YouTube channel back in like very end of August. I didn't even have a skin. I had Steve, and yeah, that was before the bees, before everything. We're gonna look into some of my worlds and sort of a behind the scenes, but also just so we could see what progress we've made. I was gonna go on solo survival, but I did something for solo survival that I can't go on it now. So solo survival, I don't know. We started it. Originally I made a first episode, and if you guys didn't watch the first episode of solo survival, don't. It's really cringy, trust me, because of I was like, hello everybody, welcome back to another. It was my first video, so don't watch it. But it's pretty much just me showing you. Oh, I already got, because I already made a first episode, but I didn't know they had to be under 15 minutes. I didn't know that at the time, so it was like 22 minutes long, and it was pretty much me. I discovered the spider farm, and then I later made the spider farm, and then made the video, because I didn't understand why the videos weren't working. I didn't even have editing until, well, I think my first video I did editing on was Cube World or whatever. Pretty much episode 1 I showed you everything. Episode 2 we prepared for improvement. We cut down some trees. If I had the editing at the time, I totally would have done a time lapse of that, but we didn't. So pretty much we got the stuff we got the sand, we got the gravel, we made them all in the concrete, white concrete, the powder, and then into the concrete. And then the third episode we made it. And the fourth episode, what did we do the fourth episode after? Oh, mining trip. And then got some stuff. Still didn't get any diamonds. Episode 6 and episode 7 I got my big farm. I did the thing. We finished our farm then. Episodes, what was episode 5? I think it was making even more, I think, of our house when I made the second layer plus the little balconies and stuff. Episode 6 was, I don't remember. Well, I will look back, except next we got to do CIW City, which I was just on. We started out with, in episode 1, we did the mayor's house, which we started in the mayor's house, but it was pretty much, I forgot what it was called exactly, but it was a crazy, it was like wacky slime machine or whatever. I think now it has like 8 views or something like that. My drown farm's working as I could see, because I know drowned spawn rates are screwed up. Wait a minute. Bunch of lake spikes is normal. Yep, this is average for, where's the drowned farm? Oh, it's right here. This concerts this way. But it was pretty much episode 1 was us making that crazy machine and experimenting with it, which there's a tutorial. Just search under CIW tutorial slime transportation, because it's really cool, and yeah, it's really dope. I made it. It was actually not my first time making it, because I tried it before, a couple days before, actually before I got my tablet, so it was pretty cool. Yeah, but that gets like 8 views now or something like that. Yeah, and it's pretty dope. But that was before. If I just let me put this in here, but that was before. I'll show you guys the look at the mayor's house now, and then the mayor's house then was literally just, there wasn't even a farming district on episode 1. But look, it wasn't even this. It wasn't even these huge walls. I'll show you guys the part that was in. It was legit. It didn't even have a roof, and the walls only went up to here. And it was just this big machine in a big open area with all this grass. The walls only went up to like right here, and it was crazy. Then eventually, episode 2, I pretty much built up the wall, did the ceiling. Between episode 2 and 3, built up these walls, did that. But of course, episode 2, I also did this area, and then finished it off episode 3 and stuff. And then episode 4, we did the second I think in episode 4 we finished it. In episode 3 we started doing the second thing. And then episode 5 we finished off the farming district. Episode 2 was the farming district mainly, except some of that. And then episode 5 was us finishing the farming district. Episode 6 was what was episode 6? I don't think it really matters, but first originally it was that drown farm because I just made a tutorial of it. The bamboo farm. This is actually where I came up with the concept of the bamboo farm because I have a tutorial on it. But this is where I originally came up with the concept of it. Is in this. So I was like, oh, and then I can make a big scale and make a tutorial on it, which I did in my tutorials world, which I'll show you in a minute. And we added a sugarcane farm, and then we added in. I learned how to do. That's new. It didn't work. But that's bamboo. I mean the cactus farm, which I did a little bit later. I think it was like drown farm, sugarcane, bamboo, blaze. Then it was the dye farms I learned how to do. And then spider farm, skeleton farm, those basic farms. And then a couple of the cooler ones more recently. Now, of course, it isn't just 4 short walls and a couple of red things. Now it's the mayor's house is now this. Of course, let's not forget about the gold farm. Can't forget about it. Now, I would go on multi-survival, but literally all it is episode 1, and I cannot find episode 2. I don't know if it got deleted or something, but I cannot find it. But it was pretty much episode 1 was me getting stuff up for Cole. 16 views now or something like that. It's I think my second most viewed video. I don't know why. It's literally just me for like I think 7 minutes, just walking around being like, okay, he's gonna have to do this, he's gonna have to do this, he's gonna have to do this. This is what I have so far. There. Like that's all it was. So don't understand it, but pretty much we started so first it was his 3 tasks, then it started to be the house, and then the little bridge that we made, house, started the farming and everything, but that's all that was. Now it's time to get on the village craft. For the record, I do think this is gonna take a little bit. This base took forever. It was originally only 2 walls and only went out to there, cut off right there, and it was only wheat. And then it was wheat, carrots, and then it was only potatoes. And then I did the lights instead of a bunch of torches everywhere. Those used to be holes in the ceiling and with torches inside of them. Instead of doing that, I just put glowstone in now. The dye farm was actually really, I think it was the second episode we did it. Yeah, it was the second episode. And then the drowns farm was there in the second episode I showed you. And then, Then we found the spider spawners, which I still have not made a spider farm. That would have been really useful though when I was going on my grand spree of potions instead of having to find random spiders to kill for the fermented spider eyes. But the point is we went a long way in the series. We went from stone tools, episode 3, to now diamonds and flame bows and stuff. And then plus, in here for when I fight the wither, we got all this stuff. We got this for my next sword, instead of spending more diamonds. We got a bunch of resources. I still have 10 extra diamonds in there. Everything is good in life. And, let me just show you how far we got. This base has stayed exactly the same, except there's a furnace. Because before, this wasn't a thing. It was just a tiny room when I made it. But, these used to be stone, so they were hopping in and out of my base. And they kept falling down the hole. There used to be no wall at all. This used to be extremely exposed. Then it used to only be this little section of the wall. And then I was like, yeah, I'm protecting. And now it's, and I was just trying to make the wall fancier, and I'm going to do this all the way around. Now it's all the way around with torches on the things, and this soon is going to be on here. Plus we got to the nether, and we got all these potions and all this and all that. Also, sad news, Iron Climber has passed. Yes, my horse, along with the iron horse armor. That dude is the new one with the diamond horse armor in there. That's my gold farm. I got a little bee farm going. Not like an actual bee farm. It's just with a couple of beehives and stuff. Because they fixed that. And this little dye farm. I've been collecting a bunch of flowers. And yeah. Of course, the strip mine was extremely huge. Because that's where I got almost all my diamonds. Of course, we did many maps, and there was other things such as Granny Plays, Survival and Creative. We only did one of each. I want to record that again. Just haven't had that much time seeing family and stuff. But of course we did many parkour maps. My most viewed video is 18 views is the blue parkour map. And then in parentheses, I am so bad at parkour. But go check it out. Just search under CIW Gaming Blue Parkour probably. That should pop up. And we did many parkour videos and many horror maps. Really cool. Granny got a decent amount of views. First tutorial, my second video for first tutorial, sugar cane tutorial. I think it actually went, especially the thumbnail, because with mobile you can't actually choose your thumbnail unless you pay money for an app, I think. Something like that, on mobile at least. And I'm not sure if it's even for Android, but look, this went extremely well because you can't choose the thumbnails, right? And it was actually just the position I was like this with it fully grown. So it was dope. This was the next one, not including the arcade game tutorials. This one went extremely well, but it did sound a little bad because I was sick at the time. But for me, explaining how to do the observers and how this all works and how efficient it is while being sick, I was extremely proud of myself because I just got rid of laryngitis, so I was like actually able to talk. Because I just got rid of not being able to talk. And then it was the cactus tutorial, which a couple people liked. Actually, this is a really simple automatic farm. Of course, there is zero tick, but I don't know how to do that. Well, there was many of the arcade tutorials, the command tutorial before I even started editing, and then the trend tutorial was really cool. All of those were really cool. And yeah, so pretty much the point is we went pretty far. And yeah, leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends, click the notification bell if you haven't already, and I will see you later, crew. Goodbye.